Today I'm going to show you guys how to make a chocolate cheesecake. This is the best chocolate cheesecake recipe I've ever tasted. So follow me along while we make this chocolate cheesecake. Things that you're going to need to make this chocolate cheesecake is first starting with the crust. You can either get a cookie crust pre-made and put it in your spring form pan, or you can buy a packet of Oreos, break them up, and put them in the bottom of the pan. That's what I'm going to do. The next thing you're going to need is 3 3/4 packages of cream cheese, which you'll need 4, and you'll use 3/4 of the very last one. Use 3 whole ones and 3/4 of the last one. Then you're going to need 1 1/8 cup of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 3 tablespoons of melted butter, 4 large eggs, 1 cup of sour cream, 1 cup of chocolate syrup, 3/4 cup of whipped cream, a springform pan, and a mixer of your choice. I'm using my KitchenAid mixer. You can use a hand mixer also. The first thing you're going to want to do is make your crust. If you bought one, then you can just skip this step, but if you are making it, all you need to do is simply just put your Oreos in a bag, break them up. You can use a hammer or you can use your feet. Don't bust the bag because it makes a mess. Been there, done that. Wouldn't do it again. So the best thing to do is just take them, put them in a bag, close it up, and then just lightly take a hammer and break them up. Once you've got all your Oreos broken up, you're just going to take them and put them in the pan like so, all around the bottom. I'm going to get a little bit messy for this, so if you don't like dirt, wear gloves. Once they're in there, you're going to kind of want to pat them down. Now, I'm sure if you use a food processor, yours will be much more smooth and consistent, but you can kind of break them with your hands like that. And I didn't have to use the package. I used about 2.5 rows, but I think I'm going to have a little bit left over, so that'll be good. If you have any really big pieces, just throw them out and take the finer pieces out of your mixture, put those in. So it's kind of more smooth. Alright, before you make your cheesecake, go ahead and preheat your oven to 300 degrees and get it warmed up so that by the time your cheesecake is made, you'll be ready to put it in. Alright, once you're ready to bake your cheesecake, you're going to cream your sugar. After you have made your crust, you're going to make your cheesecake. That means you're going to cream your sugar, salt, and your melted butter until it's light and fluffy. Then you're going to mix it. Once you have got all of that light and fluffy, you're going to add your cream cheese, which is 3 3/4 packages of 8 ounces a piece. So I think it's like, what is it? 8 times 4 is 32 minus whatever 3/4 of that last one is. You're going to add this though till it's fully integrated into the mixture that you already have. This may take a little bit. This is why it's good to have a stand mixer, not a hand mixer, because otherwise your arm will probably fall off before it mixes thoroughly. And you're going to have to stick your spatula in the side to get it off the wall. Because right now it just made a big ball. There it goes. Alright, the next step, once your cream cheese is fully integrated, is to add the sour cream and the chocolate syrup. Then the 1 cup of chocolate syrup, which is really the good stuff there. Alright, now mix it up till it's well blended. Make sure to scrape the stuff off the sides too so that everything gets together, blended very well before you add the eggs and the whipped cream. The next step in the process, once you've added the sour cream and the chocolate syrup, is to add one egg at a time and a little bit of the whipped cream, and then scrape the sides and then mix again, add another egg. Do it in increments so that everything will blend really nicely. So I'm just going to get my hands dirty here. Add one little egg and a little bit of whipped cream. And then I'm going to mix it. Slowly but surely. And then you want to scrape the sides, get under there, pull it up and turn it up. Make sure you get the whole thing mixed very thoroughly because you don't want to be biting into your cheesecake and you get a big clump. Once you have made the entire recipe, your cake should look like this, your cheesecake, and it should be ready to pour it into the pan. Double check by scraping along the sides, make sure there's nothing stuck at the bottom, make sure there's no big clumps in it. Pour it in the pan and you're going to bake it for 1 hour. And it needs to jiggle slightly when it is done and should be slightly firm. And garnish with a topping of your choice like some crushed Oreos and whipped cream. Okay, my cake has 3 minutes left out of the hour. Once this 3 minutes is up, I'm going to turn the oven completely off and I'm going to slightly crack the oven door open so that the cake will cool slowly. If you let it cool slowly, that causes less cracking, or you don't have the chance, you don't run the risk as much for the cake to fall and to flump as you let it cool. Otherwise, if you take it immediately out and put it in the fridge or let it sit on the counter, it'll cool too fast and it'll fall in on itself. So this way you can make it look more pretty. My finished chocolate cheesecake. For more great cooking videos and recipes, subscribe, and videos will be posted weekly.